And welcome to the Ourlads Gambling Show. I am your host, Ryan McKee, and today I am joined by Brad Allred, comedian and Miami Dolphins fan, aka the Fin Man. You were playing around with a character for a while called the Fin Man. Whatever happened to the Fin Man?
Fin Man just sounds like another pedophile out there in the woods, so we need to put that guy down. I was also the WAP genius for a while, and that was kind of racist too. So
yeah,
sticking to just the Miami Dolphins super fan.
All right. Well, that sounds good. That sounds good. Today we are going to be talking about AFC Futures. We're going to focus them around the Miami Dolphins to start, since Brad knows so much about the Dolphins, and we'll kind of go out from there. So let's just go ahead and start with the AFC East. I have the Jets at plus 180 to win the AFC East, Bills at plus 180. I'm seeing Dolphins at plus 200. Do you see you have them at plus 220 somewhere?
I got them at plus 220. I had the Bills at
on
plus,
what book?
This was, I want to say, FanDuel
That's
yesterday.
Okay.
Yeah. But I had, it looked like Bills 1, Jets 2, Dolphins 3, which is insane to me.
Why is that insane to you?
Jets are Jets. Bills, I'll have our number. Josh Allen has our number. Don't get me wrong. We lost quite a lot in the division. I mean, New England, we don't even worry about that little guy. But yeah, no Gabe Davis, no Stephon Diggs. Josh Allen. Let's see what we do.
They lost a lot. They have Keon. They got Keon in the draft, but he's young. The Bills don't necessarily trust rookies a lot, so not a lot to throw to. And Aaron Rodgers is always a big injury concern for the Jets. The Jets are the Jets. We were talking pre-show about Robert Saleh Coach of the Year odds, which are way too high.
I mean, that was unreal. Plus, what, 1,800? Is that what you have? Plus 1,600?
Yeah, Because what is McDaniel?
Plus 2,200.
Plus 2,200. Yeah. See, I would much rather have McDaniel.
Dave Canales has a better odd right now as the Carolina Panthers rookie head coach than Mike McDaniel to win Coach of the Year.
Really?
Yeah.
I guess sometimes that happens, though. A coach comes in after a really bad season, and just the fact that they're a new coach and turn the team around can sometimes win the, that was what the Giants a couple of years ago.
Look at D'Amico Ryans last year.
Yeah, he almost won it last year. He didn't win, but so that's interesting. Okay, so you like the Dolphins at plus 22 at 200 plus 220 to win, not 2,200, right?
Oh yeah, plus McDaniel was at 2,200. Sorry, I like our chances in the division this year. I mean, like I said, Buffalo's kind of number. We've dog walked New England. The Jets we usually split with, if not 2-0 against. I just feel confident. I feel like this is a good year. We were 10-3, number one in the AFC. Everybody forgets about that. Then we lost that game to the Titans where we shouldn't have lost. We lost 3 starters on the offensive line, and then injury bug just tank rolled us, man.
Yeah, and your defensive line was decimated.
Yeah. Lost 4 pass rushers.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
And so it is weird. It is good to remember that the Dolphins were really good to start the season last year, and Tua stayed healthy the entire season. Tyreek got banged up towards the end of the season. That was a big hindrance for their winning. So yeah, the Dolphins, I'm with you. I think that they came out on the wrong side last year, and so everybody's down on them coming into this season. But they're going to be a lot better than we think. They added Odell Beckham,
huge,
which is huge for a third receiver.
I mean, it's not going to we're not going to expect him to have 90 catches, 1,400 yards, and 20 touchdowns. He's not a number one guy, but think about what he did with the Rams on that Super Bowl run. I mean, I just like the offense too. Somebody's going to be open.
Yeah,
and plus Achane coming back. Hopefully he stays.
They have a really interesting rushing game with Mostert, Achane coming back. They drafted Jalen Wright.
Oh, Jalen Wright's. Yeah, I mean, nobody's even talking about it, man. Round pick. He played at Tennessee, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. We have a track team. We have an absolute. We would win every gold medal right now in the Olympics on the football field.
Yeah. All right. So let's look at the odds for the AFC championship. To win the AFC, I'm seeing the Chiefs at plus 300, the Ravens at plus 550, Bengals plus 700, Bills plus 800, Texans plus 850, Jets plus 1100, and Dolphins are tied with the Jets at plus 1100, behind the Texans, behind the Bills, behind the Bengals, behind the Ravens, behind the Chiefs. Is that where you should be?
I mean, those are the top teams that have been consistently there. So I'm cool with being in the top at least 8. You know, we're above the Browns. That makes me feel good. Above the Chargers.
Yeah, Browns at plus 2,200.
But tied with the Jets. You said we were tied with the Jets?
Tied with the Jets at plus 1,100.
I mean, I'm okay with that. I'm all right with that. We'll do that on the field. But, I mean, the AFC's stacked. Everybody knows that the AFC's stacked. You got Lamar, you got Burrow, you got Mahomes at the top. It's just trying to compete with those guys. You know, so I'm cool with where we're at. I mean, the Texans above us, too, which is wild.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the Texans had a really good season last year. Everybody's pumped for C.J. Stroud. They got Stephon Diggs.
Oh, they Joe Mixon too.
They got Joe Mixon. Yeah, they've got they've got a strong defense coming back. So
I mean, it is what it is. That conference is also really weak. So or that division's really weak. So
the division's really weak. Yeah.
Hopefully they beat each other up. But I mean, I'm good with where we're at.
Do you like any other long shots for the AFC? We've got like the Browns at plus 2,200, the Jaguars plus 2,500, the Chargers plus 2,200.
The Chargers, man, Harbaugh. Everybody forgets the Harbaugh effect. I know they lost a lot of talent, lost Mike Williams, lost Keenan Allen. They're going to run the ball, and that team's good, man. It could be. We could all underestimate what Harbaugh does there.
The Chargers are plus 2,200. Yeah, I mean,
don't forget about Jacksonville too, or the Colts too. I think the Colts could be a really, really good sleeper.
Colts at plus 3,500. Anthony Richardson has to stay healthy.
Healthy. Pittman. I mean, also Jonathan Taylor. Still young. Got out of that contract dispute. Like, gonna hit the ground running. That defense, well coached.
Yeah, they're gonna have. I mean, if Jonathan Taylor can stay healthy, they'll have him for a full year for the first time, and he hasn't played a full season in the last 2 years, so that could be a huge factor. Yeah, we were talking about the Chargers. That's an interesting with Harbaugh there. However, oh my God, why am I blanking his name? Justin Herbert has already had injury issues.
Yeah, he's
right?
already got a list for injury. He's already out all the preseason. So, but Herbert's a big boy. He's been healthy. He's been shown us no reason that he can't bounce back. Honestly, I like the Jags too as a sleeper. Jags and Colts are probably like my
Jags at plus 2,500.
Just throw a little cash on it. Just throw a little $10. See what happens. You know, future bets. Future bets are so much fun.
What about the Jags? Do you like so much?
I just like Gabe Davis is a good add on to that. Doug Peterson. I think they just stalled last year. Lawrence got his money. They put together. They've had nothing but like top talent on defense. I don't know, man. I'm a Florida kid. I like the root for the underdogs. And plus, I mean, the Jags did win a playoff game. What, the year before? Didn't they beat the Chargers? When they were up 28-0.
Yeah,
2 years ago, but still
a couple years ago.
Yeah.
What's up, Old Fashioned Football Podcast? They are watching. They just said, "What's up, guys?" So thank you for tuning into the live stream here with Brad Allred, comedian, Dolphins fan, and just all around huge football fan. So we're talking AFC futures right now. Super Bowl futures for the AFC. Chiefs plus 500, Ravens plus 1,000. Bengals plus 1,300, Bills plus 1,500, Texans plus 1,600, Dolphins plus 2,200 to win the Super Bowl. What entices you most there?
I mean, we haven't won a playoff game in 24 years, so that's the negative. We're the new Detroit Lions when it comes to playoffs. But I mean, it's a new year. Everybody has a chance. 4 teams are going to make the playoffs pretty much from last year. Let's just go, dude. We have an offensive squad. We got to play. If we can only play a Super Bowl in, Puerto Rico, we would have a really good chance.
Yeah.
It's just playing in Kansas City in negative 20 degrees is going to be the problem, But
yeah,
everybody's got a chance. It's the beginning of the year. This is where everybody's hopeful. This is a good one, but well coached, a lot of talent. I mean, look at our team. It's an offensive game, and you're going to have to keep put up points to beat us. So
yeah, old-fashioned football chimed in. Hard not to take the Chiefs. Should be better than last year, and they are just so damn good. The Chiefs sitting at I already read it, plus 500 to win the Super Bowl. It is tough not to take the Chiefs. I mean, with Mahomes playing at such a level that he is, and they added Xavier Worthy. Sure, they're going to lose Rashee Rice for a few games, but he will definitely be back by the playoffs if he stays healthy. They added Hollywood Brown. I think Hollywood Brown is a real people are really overlooking what an addition that is, because he's a solid receiver.
I mean, as a Cardinals fan, super fan yourself, you got to watch Hollywood Brown for a couple seasons, man. I mean, Ravens too. That's an also track meet team. Look at those talent. Look at the weapons. Also coaching. You know, it's Andy Reid.
Yeah,
nobody bets. I mean, that guy in September is what, undefeated? Like, when's the last time he lost to start a season? I mean, they're back to back. They could be what, the first three-peat?
Yeah, could be for a while. I mean, first three-peat in what, X amount of years? There's been a three-peat before, right?
I mean, I know the Pats did 3 in 4 years, but they didn't do a three-peat. So I don't know if there's ever been a three-peat. That's worth a goog, you know?
Heat.
Because Bills went to 4 straight
Super
champions. Because I mean, we got Bills going, 4 in a row, losing all 4 in a row.
There was so
was it Steelers?
Prior to, let's see, the 8 teams have won back-to-back titles, but none of them were able to win 3 straight Super Bowls. You were right. In the 104-year history of the NFL, only the 1929, 1930, 1931, and 1965, 1967, 1966, 1967 Packers won 3 straight titles, but that was before the Super Bowl era. So good call. Yeah. First to do it. That would be pretty crazy. I mean, that's a reason not to bet him, I feel like.
Yeah, exactly.
It's so hard to win 3 straight.
I mean, look at how bad they were, and everybody trashed them all season long, and then they get hot at the right time. Mahomes is Mahomes. I mean, you got the number 1 quarterback in the world. You're going to have a chance to win. I mean, look at San Fran getting the ball on offense and kicking that field goal. Unreal.
Yeah.
I had so much money on San Fran.
Yeah.
Hurt me.
All right. What bets do you want to look at next?
One of the ones that I like a lot that's under the radar, because I have a feeling Tyreek's going to we use him a lot. He's going to get a little banged up. One of the one that I like quite a lot is Jalen Waddle kind of stepping up. He's got a plus 3,100 for receiving yards in league. To lead, but there's a bet
to lead the league.
Lead the league is plus 3,100.
Wow, I mean that's a lot with Tyreek. You're saying Tyreek gets banged up, Waddle steps up and leads the league in receiving. That's crazy.
Saying, it's a future. It's a future bet. These are futures we can throw. I mean, it's more playing the odds, throwing some money around. But I like this one a lot, where I saw that you could get Tyreek and Waddle each with 10 plus receiving touchdowns plus 1,100.
Each with 10 plus receiving touchdowns plus 1,100. How many did Waddle have last season? Because Tyreek had like 13, right?
I want to say he had 9, but I might be wrong on that. I should have actually looked that up before I did this. I want to say Tyreek had 13 last year for sure, though.
Jalen Waddle, he's
had 1,000 yards.
4 last year.
Oof, banged up. I still like. Tyreek has taken quite a lot of the reps, but back to back. I mean, they both had 1,000 yards last year.
They both had over 1,000 yards,
and I just feel Waddle's a stud, man. Waddle is very.
I feel like 4 is low.
Yeah.
So it's got to come back to the mean, right?
Yeah, exactly. And
what did he have? I could look to see what he had the year before, but I
don't think he's had 10 in a season yet, which is crazy for as consistent he's been. I mean, he's our over the middle. Tyreek's our deep shot. Cheetah's the cheetah. Don't get me wrong.
He had 8 TDs the year before, so he can do it. And 2021, he had 6 TDs. Okay, so 4 was definitely low for him last year. He should bounce back. I kind of like that, the both to score 10 touchdowns. What are the odds on that?
Plus 1,100.
Plus 11.
For that one, that's a good one. I mean, we're going to throw the ball. Everybody knows what we're going to do. We're going to run the ball, don't get me wrong, but we're a throwing team. We're a track meet team. We're going to go deep. Tua's going to make sure that contract is going to I think he's going to have a good year, man. I'm very excited.
Do you want to go to MVP odds?
Yeah, let's do MVP odds.
MVP odds. So what do you have Tua at here?
I got Tua at plus 2,000 for NFL regular season MVP.
Plus 2,000? Mm-hmm. All right.
What do you got over there?
Let me pull this up. Sorry guys, I am taking a minute. MVP. Okay, I've got Patrick Mahomes plus 475, CJ Stroud plus 850, Josh Allen plus 900, Joe Burrow plus 900, Jordan Love, the first NFC player on there, plus 1,400.
I got him at plus 14 too. That's wild.
And then we've got Tua at plus 2,500.
Ooh, buddy, those are good.
What do you got? Tua at
plus 2,000.
I got him at plus 2,500 right here. He is in between Justin Herbert at plus 2,200 and Anthony Richardson at plus 3,000. Jared Goff is 20-1. Trevor Lawrence also at 30-1. Matt Stafford also at 30-1. All right, I like. You know what? Tua plus 2,500. That's pretty nice.
I mean, he led the league in passing yards. I mean, it's get the TDs up. The biggest thing is everybody saw we were 1-5 against winning teams last year. You know, I mean, we dog walked. Everybody saw what did we put up? 80? Was that 80 or 70 against the Broncos last year?
Yeah.
I mean, we're gonna score points. He's gonna throw the ball. Everybody knows what we're gonna do. So I mean, I like it a lot. I mean, I can't believe Jordan Love's is high up.
Jordan Love plus 1,400. Lamar Jackson plus 1,500.
I mean, Lamar
Brock Purdy plus 1,600. Dak Prescott plus 1,700. Aaron Rodgers plus 1,600. That feels like
that's insane.
That's too low right there. I mean, that is.
I mean, we're 3 years.
I just don't see him even playing the full season.
He's 3 years,
frankly, but.
I mean, he's 3 years removed from back-to-back MVPs. Don't get me wrong, but those are because he threw 2 interceptions and 4 interceptions.
Yeah, but he's 41 years old.
Exactly,
now,
coming off an Achilles tear too.
Coming off of Achilles with Robert Saleh as his coach, and we were talking about Coach of the Year odds. Robert Saleh is
plus 1,600.
Plus 1,600. That's way. I feel like. That is just people betting on the Jets. Robert Saleh is not a good coach. He has not shown that he is a good coach yet. I don't know why anybody's betting on him.
Look at the way he handled the Rodgers being in Egypt thing. You know, excused absence, unexcused absence, getting fined, causing a controversy right out of the gate. It's like they just don't. It's just ineptitude all the way around. Hard Knocks last year. I mean, yeah, that defense is talented. Yeah, they got a lot of good pieces, but like, no way. No fucking way. Excuse my language.
No, it's fine. You can curse on this.
I forget where I'm at sometimes.
You can curse on this.
Yeah. Don't let the knuckle tattoos for you. I'm a good boy.
What about any thoughts on comeback player of the year? Aaron Rodgers at
Joe Burrow. Did you see Joe Burrow toward the top of yours in comeback
plus
player
300? I'm seeing him.
What did he? I mean, I guess he's
coming back from an injury.
Yeah, what do you have? Calf injury? And he missed a couple games, but like I didn't think he got that banged up last year, which was wild.
Comeback player of the year, Aaron Rodgers plus 125. Joe Burrow
being up
300. Kirk Cousins plus 500. Anthony Richardson plus 600. Nick Chubb plus 850. Daniel Jones plus 1,600.
You said one right there, Nick Chubb. I mean, that injury, everybody saw that. That was a catastrophe.
That was a nasty injury, but this has been mostly a quarterback winning this award for the last 10 years.
Yeah. Who's the last few winners?
Well, last year was why am I blanking?
I'm even blanking. So it's not just you, bud.
The quarterback for the Browns that I'm blanking his name last.
Joe Flacco.
Joe Flacco won it last year.
And he, what a that was.
NFL player, comeback player of the year. It's Flacco last year. Geno Smith.
Ooh, Geno had a great.
Joe Burrow the year before. Alex Smith, Ryan Tannehill, Andrew Luck, Keenan Allen, 2017. He was the last non-quarterback to win it. it was Keenan Allen, Jordy Nelson, Eric Berry, Rob Gronkowski, and Phillip Rivers.
Yeah.
So in the last 10 years, it's been half quarterbacks.
I mean, look at
over half.
I mean, look at the Browns. I mean, they missed out on Ayuk. That's a wild trade if that actually was going to go down. Were they a part of that?
Yeah,
right,
the Browns, they were talking about maybe trading away Amari Cooper and getting Brandon Ayuk, which is interesting.
Yeah. I mean, but look at Nick Chubb before that injury, and Nick Chubb's been so consistent, man. I like that guy a lot, but they've
had some great working out tape of him in the offseason. I guess it just matters how many games he plays. At plus 850. I mean, I think he's gonna.
It's good.
Saying he's gonna play maybe half the year right now. So,
oof. Yeah, that's tough. I mean,
Flacco was able to win comeback player of the year, not playing the whole year. So
he win like 6 games, Maybe
so if Nick Chubb comes back towards the end of the season and lights it up, that's definitely a possibility. So plus 850, not bad.
I wanted to say Daniel Jones too, just because of the amount of he's going to get that starting job. He's the only thing they have. No Saquon gone. Earl Grey kid.
They have a slightly better line. They have a slightly better receiving core. Plus 1,600 for Daniel Jones. Interesting. He did have a good season 2 years ago.
Yeah,
could bounce back. Kyler Murray plus 2,500.
There you go. Now we're getting.
I kind of like that.
Now we're getting spicy. That's a good one.
Now we're getting spicy.
That's a good one. I like that one quite a lot. You know how I feel about Kyler, that little muscle hamster, dude. He's the most fun quarterback to watch in the league, I think.
He's like a video game.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, the guy will make a 2-point conversion, a 48-second play, running around 7 miles, and he can't be touched. But when it comes down to it, especially with Marvin Harrison Jr., how you feeling about that, dude?
Marvin Harrison Jr. Feeling real good. We're getting off the AFC here, but we are. I'm feeling real good about the Kyler Marvin Harrison Jr. team up.
And
I like. I you know what? I really like Kyler for this comeback of the year plus 2,500. That feels real nice.
That's a good one. I like those odds.
Justin Herbert plus 4,000 for comeback player of the year.
That's
pretty good too. 400 to 1.
I mean, he's got to at least get off. He's got to start right out of the gate, but still, I mean, 4,000 for Herbert. Jesus.
Yeah.
How many games did he miss last year?
He missed
like
4 games, maybe. I can't remember.
You miss a couple games and you're already comeback player of the year.
Yeah, if you get any injury, especially if you're a quarterback, you get comeback player of the year odds. Okay, so where do we want to go next? Do we want to go coach of the year?
Let's go coach of the year.
All right, what do you got?
McDaniels was plus 2,200 on my end.
McDaniels plus 2,200. I'm having trouble finding the odds on here. McDaniels feels like a great pick for this.
I mean, here's where mine is. I got Raheem Morris at plus 1,200, which is insane. Rookie coach, Falcons. See where that goes. LaFleur plus 13. D'Amico Ryans plus 14. Steichen plus 1,400. Jonathan Gannon at 15. Dave Canales at plus 16. I got Solid plus 1,800 on this one. And then Mike McDonald plus 2,000. Rookie coach, Seattle too. Tomlin plus 2,000. And then Mike McDaniel 2,200. I like him more than every other one of those guys in front of him.
You got him at, I'm seeing him at plus 2,000 here, tied with Kevin O'Connell at plus 2,000.
Yeah, I got him tied with right below O'Connell.
I do like Mike
O'Connell. We're on NFC instead, but I still can't believe Saleh on this, which is just crazy. I get Steichen, I get D'Amico, I get a lot of these, but that's just crazy. Yeah. Especially a defensive coach too. When's the last defensive coach to win Coach of the Year?
Good question. Coach of the Year.
I was trying to think who even won it last year.
And last year was the Browns quarterback or Browns Kevin Stefanski.
That's right.
He won it. He's won it 2 of the last 4 years.
That's wild.
Last defensive coach to win it. Let's see. Vrabel is Vrabel a defensive coach?
Well, yeah, of course.
Yeah, Mike Vrabel in 2021.
He called touchdowns in Super Bowls, but he was definitely D guy. Where is he even coaching now?
He's not coaching this year.
I thought he was picking up on a team or helping out somebody.
Maybe he's helping somebody out, but I'm not sure who he's with. He is consulting. He's coaching and personal consultant for the Cleveland Browns. I'm seeing. So
he could just suit up for them, and I would trust him. That's a big dude. That's an Ohio Fox if I've ever seen one.
Yeah.
No, I like McDaniel a lot. I mean, just because our team, like I said last year, 10-3 before injuries, we can light it up, man. Schedule's probably not in our favor. We're playing a tough division right now, kind of. I mean, the Pats sucking really helps everybody, but I like it. Plus 2,200, great odds. I'm a big fan of that.
All right.
Honestly, I would go Steichen is probably one of mine too. I think the Colts are gonna have a good year.
Yeah, you're all in on the Colts.
I just like them. I like that team, especially Richardson healthy. That guy's that's Cam Newton 2.0.
I mean, that's a huge if he stays healthy.
I mean, in the 4 games he actually played last year, was he healthy in any of them? I think he got hurt in every game he actually played.
Yeah, I think he maybe finished 2 games, but
pretty wild.
Shane Steichen plus 1,400. I'm saying that. Yeah, that's pretty good. All right, so let's talk about what are some crazy predictions you have for the season?
Crazy predictions. Let's see. God. Whoo! Are we doing win totals? Or are we just taking like a shot in the dark here?
Do any shots in the dark. Doesn't even have to be a bet if you don't want it. If you just want to throw out a crazy prediction.
I'm going to go with Devin Achane leading the league in rushing touchdowns.
What?
Yes.
How is he going to lead the league in rushing touchdowns with Mostert
I don't think Mostert's going to be as healthy this year. Achane got banged up last year, and I just see him being, look at what he did in how many games did he play? 7, 8?
Okay. Yeah.
He put up insane video game like numbers. So I'm just taking, remember, we're doing crazies. We're doing little crazy throwouts here. Mostert's 31. Mostert's 31. Going to be 32.
Okay. So let's find a bet for that.
I've got right here to score 15 plus rushing touchdowns in the regular season at plus 2,400.
Whoa.
Yeah. And Mostert's 25 would be plus 1,700. I mean, Mostert's had 13 to 15 rushing touchdowns the last, 2 seasons in a row, I think. I just feel like Mostert's he's due to get a little banged up.
You can do Devin Achane plus 285 for 10 regular season touchdowns.
Plus 285 is not that.
You can do it plus 1,300 for 13 regular season touchdowns.
See, that's not as crazy as you made it sound.
Yeah, I guess I'm just surprised.
I mean, Achane, look at his numbers.
Most rush TDs. Oh, here's what we want. Most rush TDs. Yeah. Plus 2,000 for most rushing TDs.
That's a crazy. You said crazy. I wanted to take a crazy shot.
I mean, that's pretty good. Yeah. That's pretty good.
The kid was a stud. He just got way too banged up. He's a little guy. That's the issue. Little guys in the league. It's a tough, but it's a crazy thing. But kid's got talent.
All right. Any other crazy predictions?
I want to say the Dolphins win the AFC this year.
Dolphins says the
Dolphins Super Bowl, baby.
Win the AFC.
Dolphins win the AFC.
All right.
Are you ready for it? You know who we play? The Green Bay Packers. It's Dolphins Packers is my Super Bowl prediction this year.
Dolphins Packers is your Super Bowl prediction. Mm-hmm. That's
crazy. Because that's not going to happen. But you know what? We can dream, First, we got to win a playoff game. One of these days. 2 years ago, we limped in the playoffs. Skylar Thompson was our starting quarterback. Last year, we played in Kansas City. All we had to do was win one more game in the last 5, and we played Buffalo in Miami.
Yeah.
And instead, we just limped through, and then we get negative 20 degrees. Kansas City just bullied us. But I have a good feeling about this year. But that's what every terrible team that has a super fan does. Beginning of the year, it's the only time we have hope. Never give a brother hope. Give a brother a lot of things.
Yeah. Okay. Exact Super Bowl result. I was just looking this up. So the are you predicting them to win the Super Bowl? over the Packers?
No, I think we lose the Super Bowl.
The Packers. So the Packers to beat the Dolphins in the Super Bowl?
Yes.
I'm finding that. Let's see. Oh, here we go.
Plus 17,000.
Plus 25,000.
Hey, throw $10 on that.
Plus 25,000. That is awesome. Why not throw a little bit on that? Okay, Brad, anything else you just want to, we're coming to the end of our show. Anything else you just want to throw out there to our viewers? Just want to tell people where they can find you, what you're doing.
Just stand-up comedy all over. Catch me on Instagram, Brad Allred Comedy. Nothing too new and exciting, just bouncing around. Rich Fat Baby McKee, one of my good buddies. Hopefully we'll be out west again soon. Yeah, man, you can find me all over. I'm a big idiot. I'm trying to do a lot more sports-related content this year, so hopefully I can pop in, do a little more of these. It's always fun to talk to you, my man.
Absolutely. Yeah. We'll have you back. And sounds good. Let's get out of here. Thanks so much for watching. We have some scheduling changes coming next week, so be sure to check those out. We're going to have changing up the shows a little bit, but we will put out a post about that, and we'll see you next week.
Peace.